All right, we're back. How about the Pitt Panthers? Pat Narduzzi made a prediction. It came true. They're going to the ACC championship game where they will be decided underdogs, but they got there. They won the Coastal. They're now ranked this week 24th and 25th in the AP and coaches polls. So the question is, Colin Dunlap.
Yes.
They have Miami on the schedule. It's really a meaningless game. How should they handle it? Should they rest players?
Well, I thought about this. I think from a tailback position, what they should do is really rotate them in. They got 39 different tailbacks that can all make plays. I would try to limit the carries. I wouldn't necessarily sit people and not dress them, but I'd be really careful about reps going into this game. And I know you want to try to get 8 wins. You want to try to get to that threshold. But for me, I've got to be as healthy as I can be going into that Clemson game. And I would take a serious look at a number of snaps in this football game against Miami.
So Kenny Pickett's on a pitch count?
I don't know if Kenny Pickett's on a pitch count, but
well, he's one of your most important players.
Then maybe
he's one of the most.
You know what, Andrew? Maybe if you're winning in the second half, yeah. Maybe you play Jeff George Jr. or whomever. Well, I think maybe. Perhaps you need to look at that because there's a much bigger fish to fry when you play Clemson.
I would even consider game planning to an extent differently than you would to necessarily just go out and win a game, and game plan on how do I make sure Kenny Pickett continues that momentum from the Wake game through Miami into the ACC championship game. It's his best game of the season, best game of his young career. I want Pickett to continue to feel good about himself, feel confident. So I'm going to game plan for Kenny Pickett to have the most efficient game possible. That doesn't mean a pitch count. That means getting him opportunities to make plays with his arm.
I don't think a 7-4 team has earned the right to bench people to gear up for the next game. And I think they're playing for, yes, an ACC championship game in 2 weeks, but I think they're still trying to get the program on the map and prove to people that they're relevant. And
what better way to do that than to win that
put them
game?
On the map.
Right. That's how you put it on. You beat Clemson.
But you guys are saying that the best way to do it is to not play the Miami game seriously? I don't buy that.
No, I'm saying you play it seriously. You try to win, but you're careful about what you want to get in and get out of that Miami game.
I'm trying to get a win out of it. I'm trying to get as many wins as I can to try to shore up.
Winning that game and getting one of those tailbacks and having 35 carries on someone's shoulder.
But if there are so many good ones,
but
Colin, if there's so many good ones, if
you want them all healthy because of the rotation that you've run.
So then bench them then. Then don't play Olsen, don't play Hall.
Or you could just listen to what I said initially and said limit them all right down the road.
So treat it like a preseason game.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's nothing more to earn in this game, Andrew. You're in the ACC championship.
I disagree with that. I think every win for a program like this counts. I really do. I think 7-5 compared to 8-4 optically, cosmetically looks a lot different to me. It does. I don't think that they're not the Indianapolis Colts of 10 years ago where they're 13-0. I think they've got to continue to try to stack wins and prove to people that they're a real legitimate college football program. And I don't think treating a last game like it's a preseason game does that.
I think getting ready for Clemson and making that the priority does show that you've gotten to a point where you consider things differently.
Do you think that Saban's an idiot for playing Tua in any of these games? For playing him against Citadel, for playing him this week against Auburn?
That's Saban in Alabama. That's
the gold standard, Chris. If he doesn't
but you're not playing for a national championship. You're playing to beat Clemson in 2 weeks.
Right.
They're playing to beat Georgia in 2 weeks. So why would they play their starters against Auburn?
They're not, because they're still going to go to the playoff, whether they beat Georgia or not.
Okay, so then why even play the starters against
I don't know.
Auburn?
Ask Nick that.
Did Tua play the whole Citadel game, Andrew?
Well, he didn't because they were up 50 to 4.
That's what I'm saying.
They were tied at the half.
You have to be smart about it.
Colin, if they're up 3 touchdowns, of course you sit the
it.
starting quarterback. That's obvious. But I'm saying if it's a close game, I play to win.
We're due for a break, and when we come back, real quick, we have time predictions coming up with Pittsburgh, Denver next week. Denver won today. We'll find out what happens next week. That's next.